Okay. Low key, I think I have it on like YouTube and Twitch right now, my stream. But I didn't think of like how am I gonna read both chats at the same time. So I don't know what to. I might have to get my laptop out just to like look to see if anyone's saying anything. But my first stream in like 2 weeks, but we'll get into that. Have everything set up. Just give me a second. Oops. This is kind of a test stream though, because I don't know. I know streaming on two things at the same time kind of slows things down, and I really don't want that because my computer isn't the best. It's good, but it's not like the best. Well, but I'll see, I guess. I even connect my Wii controller. I don't even know where I put that. It's here somewhere. I just don't know where. But yeah, is the audio playing? I don't think it is playing just because I freaking. There you go. At least you can hear something now. Hopefully, we won't play the intro because I have nothing. Alright, it's playing the intros. Give me a second. I'll just pull it up on here. Actual stream out. Don't worry, chat. I will see you guys. I'll go on Twitch because now I'm on Twitch. Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Mario Kart.
Yeah, I guess if you search up my account on there, I should be there. I'm not too sure actually. We'll see. Oh, I gotta log in. Oh my god. Doesn't even know my Google thing. I haven't even logged this in on my laptop. Look at Mario Kart Wii. What a game. What a game. Alright, cool. Increase account security. Man. Probably should. My phone's buzzing at me. Alright, cool. It is picking up me. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. This. Members only live stream. I am not. I do not have the freaking views to do that. Get out of here, bro. Oh, a ninja guy. Okay, wait, hold up. On here, it's not. Okay, I gotta change this. We are not playing that anymore. We're playing Mario Kart. Hello. Use enter after each tag. Gaming. Let's go. Yo. Done. Alright. Now that we're almost done. I don't really want to see me, I just want to see the I can knock myself? What does that even mean? What? RT Game is playing Mario Tennis Forever. I guess that's kind of cool. I can see where all my viewers are going. Alright, I think I got it working. Now it's time to connect my actual controller and we can get this started. Bluetooth on? I know it. Nah, we good. Unless I do have to close the game. That always takes forever. Nah, I think I might have to close the game. Damn it. And I'll just connect like this. That's still such a weird thing you can do. You can just play. Okay, here's the chat for that. Here's the chat with this. I don't want to engage with my... Sounds mean. Wait, okay, hold on. I just closed the chat on my YouTube thing. Oops. Alright, I got it working though. Yeah, I can see both. That's pretty cool. I don't know how it's gonna work if it's one on Twitch and one on YouTube, but we'll let it slide, I guess. I don't know. we're just seeing how this goes. Hopefully everything sounds fine. Let me check my mic real quick. I'm not. Okay, I'm still good. Oh, I'm still good. Yeah, we'll just continue where we left off. I might do just like a quick normal race, I guess. I'll go 100cc for now, just so I can like, I don't need to focus too much and I can yap a bit. That's the whole point of the stream. It's been 2 weeks, cause actually, let me start the match real quick. Get my thoughts in order. Okay, because it's been 2 weeks since I last streamed. Sorry about that. I mean, I don't think I was really doing much, but I have been just busy with life, I guess. I don't know whether or not to make like a life updates or whatnot. I might make one. Is what I have like an idea for in a video. Just doing one, just talking about the 2-map video, because this is mainly inspired because I remember I saw this YouTuber named Implement. He made like a Leafy is Here video, and that did like really well for his channel. And then he made a video like sometime later just talking about what happened. It didn't pull as much views, obviously, but I just thought it was just like something nice to have put on the background, you know, learn a bit more about his whole YouTube process. And I thought, you know, maybe some people might find that interesting if I do it too. If not, it's whatever. I'm just happy putting content out there for you guys. So I thought, you know, since it's almost been a year since that 2-map video, I could make something. I can't stop that. Oh my god. Oops. Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to the whole streaming thing. I don't really stream much. I don't really watch much streamers, so doing this is kind of like a whole new thing to me. But I hope it does well, I guess. But yeah, I've been streaming in a bit because I had uni just start up for me. And uni is just like this whole new thing, you know. I don't go too into details because I want to save it for the 2-map video, but I mean, it's not like anyone's here, so whatever. I've been like, because last year I was still in high school. Most of the content I made, I was like, underage. And now I'm like, I'm actually an adult. I'm at uni. I'm going to uni. I felt like not going to uni was more stressful than uni because I kept thinking it was going to be super stressful. It didn't really help because my parents were always like telling me that, you know, uni's going to be different and it's going to be whatever. A lot of people fail when they go to uni, and I'm like, dude, that's seriously how it goes? And then I went to uni and I was like, wow, this is it. It's not that bad, I guess. I don't know why they were like overhyping it. I don't think they believe in me. But, why is the thing always in the middle? I went to uni for the first 2 weeks. That's been very interesting. If there's anyone that's like super young watching this, I don't know how to feel about someone younger than me. I always feel like I'm young. But I'm 18 now. It just feels off. I don't know. Something about that doesn't feel right. I remember when I did turn 18 and like that realization that like, holy shit, I'm an adult now. It's kind of like, I don't know how to feel about that. I didn't like, I know a lot of people like to be old, but I don't want to be old. It sucks, man. So yeah, I went to uni. It wasn't that bad. The only thing that sucks about uni is that it takes forever to get there. Fuck. It's someone. Okay. Get away. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? I'm actually gonna lose this. Come on, really? Yo, where have you been? I'm sorry, Ice Falcon. And focus. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I've just been starting uni, and I started like 3 weeks, like as soon as I stopped streaming. That was probably around the time where I started uni, and I didn't really like get used to my schedule. It feels weird because like coming out of high school, going straight into uni, it's like, damn, I can just go whenever I want. What the hell? Not as bad, but it's pretty cool. But yeah, it's mostly just been uni because I just started that. And that whole experience has been very interesting. I probably could have streamed earlier, but I didn't do it just yet because I didn't want to overload me on the first freaking week. So I waited 2 weeks. And now I'm finally back here doing this. Uni's been very interesting. Nothing too crazy, but it's the first couple of weeks, so yeah. You don't press, thank you. How did a red shell get all the way over here? Was that you, Rosalino? Oh shit. Oh, okay. How you been, Ice Falcon? Now that I'm back. Yeah. I guess I was a little worried too, because uni I go to is like decently far. Okay, how much is the uni I go to is like decently far away. Like it takes like almost an hour to get there, right? By like train and then bus sometimes, or sometimes I just feel like walking. I'm a really weird person. Some people take buses. I prefer walking. This is better for me. I like the not being close to everyone else. That's good to hear, man. What's the most surprising thing about uni? I don't really know. I guess it's just the whole, like, you don't really need to, like, do anything, I guess. I mean, I'm obviously doing everything I can in uni. But there is, like, I guess the most surprising thing about lectures and stuff like that is that if you're, like, done, you can just, like, leave. Like, that's just something you can do. That's so weird to me. You can just leave if you're done. Like, I have one class on Thursday. I'll stream on Thursday, by the way. But I have one class. Can I stream on Thursday? I think I could. But it's like a tutorial or whatever. On, like, doing this. Oh, fuck. Is that a fail? No, because the guys behind me aren't doing shit either. Damn. I have a thing on Thursday where, like, you do a task. And once you do it, you can just go. And it doesn't take that long to finish either, like last Thursday. Right, because I look at it and it's like 2-hour tutorial session and I'm like, okay, I gotta get ready for that. It's gonna be for 2 hours. But then you walk in and it's like, alright, do this thing and you're done. And then 30 minutes later I do it and I'm just like, is that it? Can I just leave? And it's like, yeah, you can just leave. It's kind of like really good for me because I'm like, because like if I was still in high school, I obviously wouldn't be able to stream at all. Only on the weekends, maybe. Although that's probably not going to go well. For uni, it's just like I can kind of just do it whenever I want. It doesn't really matter. It's pretty good. I can't lie. It's pretty good. The only thing that sucks is that you don't really, I mean, I guess you could just email the lecturers, but there's some shit that, like, happens. Like, I remember tried joining a Zoom meeting. I actually joined Zoom for once to do the meetings. But there's, like, this one teacher makes it so hard to join. Like, you need to have the right email. And then you need some, like, secret passcode to join the meeting. And I'm like, what is this girl doing? Why are we doing all of this for uni? Because, like, I have, like, another uni lecture that's about, something else, And when I join, it's just like I click a link and I'm like immediately in. It doesn't really check for anything else. Which is like, I guess that's kind of bad because I guess anyone else can join, but so far like no one else has joined. Yeah, things like that kind of suck, but also like it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah. I really don't want to fall here. They're like right behind me and I really don't like that. Come on, this is 100cc. I thought they'd be like miles behind. Come on. Alright. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna stream more. The schedule's gonna look a bit off. I think Monday and Friday I can't stream. Tuesday I can, but it's gonna be a little bit later because I have a lecture at that time, which is not good. Oh, that lecture kind of sucks, I can't lie. Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. It feels so weird now, like, I'm at that stage of my life where, like, if Too Mad was still here, he could have Zoom bombed me. And I'm kind of sad. God damn it, why'd you do that? I'm kind of sad Too Mad still isn't here. Okay, let me not fuck this up real quick. Alright, I had to slow down there. That was a calculated move. Don't hit him up. Alright. Now we're good. I don't know if that's 3 stars or not, but it's gonna be something. That's what I can say. But yeah, Zoom meetings. I was just thinking about Too Mad the entire time. I haven't made a video in a bit. It's been like a month. And I know I really should upload something. I have something in the works. It's nothing like too crazy. Yeah, I got 2 stars. Oh my god. But I do have a video that I want to make later, and I do want to make another video. They're both not like gonna be super high quality. I have so many good ideas for a video, but it's just like I can't do it right now, and it's like really annoying me that I can't just do it right now. But yeah, let me practice. So I won't do anything too crazy on these courses. I'll just play it normally. Have it on Coconut Mall. Okay, I haven't done DK Summit. No, I might as well do this. But yeah, because it's almost been a year since I made that Too Mad video. I said this before, but I might make a video on just talking about that video. I know it's not gonna do too much, but it's just nice to have something out there and just like explain the behind the scenes, because that is like one of my most popular videos. And it came at a time where I was like not really expecting to get that much subscribers or anything. I thought the video was pretty good, and I mean, I knew when I was making the Too Mad video that it was gonna blow up. But I also just didn't expect it to actually kind of work. There's so many things I do where I'm like, I think this is gonna blow up, and it doesn't blow up. And so I'm just sad. But that was like one of the few times where I'm like, holy shit, it actually blew up. Yeah. I don't know how to like fucking speed through this shit. Because that Too Mad video, it's still like one of my most popular videos. And am I gonna make a video on another YouTuber? Probably, but not soon. The reason why I made a video on Too Mad was because he was like my idol as a kid. I wanted to be like Too Mad. And it sucks because, okay, because there's these 2 YouTubers that I used to love watching back then in 2020, right? It was Too Mad and Technoblade, right? And that's even more sad because now they're both dead. If I wanted to make a video on another YouTuber, I'd want it to be Technoblade, because he was like one of my idols as a kid. Those are my 2 YouTube idols, right? And they're both dead, which is really fucking sad to me. And I'd probably make a video on him, like on Technoblade. I really want to get into like why he did everything, because I know there's one video by like Evan McSee Gaming that made a video on Technoblade. And no hate to him, but I just really don't like the way he makes his videos. Like I don't hate it, but it's like it's very like okay, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Like it's not bad, but it's just like it's alright. Don't. See, I would make a video on him. I just know it looks really bad because I made one video on a dead YouTuber that got a lot of views. if I make a video on another dead YouTuber, if that gets a lot of views, people are gonna be thinking like, oh, you're just doing it for the money. And it's like, I'm not. I just really like these two YouTubers. They were my favorites. I didn't expect them to both just die. So I'll probably make one on him. That's not gonna be done until like a while later. Because I don't want to make it seem like I'm just doing it to make money off of dead people. Because obviously it means, for me, that video means a lot more than just the money. Like yeah, I can earn money off of it, but I'm not doing it for the sole purpose of money, if that makes sense. That's really hard to describe. You know what I mean? It's like, as like an artist, you can't just like, you want to make things you love that you don't care about the money for. But like in this world, you also like need money to survive. It's a weird mix, but I would make a Technoblade video just like a couple of years down the line. I can't really think of anyone else. I do want to make one on regular show because I've been watching that. Well, okay, I put that in quotations. I've been like watching other people watch it. And I don't know, it's such a weird show to me, because I love that show as a kid, and I still love it now. But every time I watch it, I'm like, wow, shit does not make sense in that world. Why did I watch this? I don't know, there's something about it. Yeah, thanks. It's hard to like get my point over, because that's how thoughts be, but I'll probably make one on like regular show though, just because like I've just had that show a lot in my mind, and it's just like such an interesting show to me. Like I feel like it's influenced a lot of things that people don't know about. And I also kind of want to critique it, because I've noticed there is so many animation errors in regular show. It's not even like funny. It's like genuinely surprising. There's so many things that they do off or wrong or weirdly. I just want to mention that because it's just like, I don't know, it feels weird to say like regular show is one of my top shows, because it's like the world building is kind of like not set in stone, I guess, if you know what I mean. Like take season 8 of like regular show where things were like super serious. It just feels weird because like the show has always had like weird stuff, so it's weird to have like something crazy happen, but it's like properly canon. I just want to mention that, as well as just like what makes people like regular show. Like, I like regular show, but I'm not even sure why I do. I haven't played Rainbow Road yet, damn. I kinda wanna, can I do the shortcut? Not the shortcut. I mean, it's a shortcut, I guess, but there's the hop thing. I'm gonna be stuck on here for a while. Okay, I gotta focus. I don't know which star it is. Oh, okay, I figured it out. Alright, that was pretty easy. Yeah, that show, because that show's always been interesting. And I know people like, if you like regular show but want like more of the world building, then why don't you just watch Adventure Time? That's another good show, but I can't say I'm like a huge fan of it. Like, I like it, but there's a lot of like really boring episodes, or just weird ones. And like, I don't like hate them or anything like that, but I feel like regular show is a lot more consistent in what it does. I'd say they're pretty like evenly matched in my opinion, which I feel bad saying, because I know Adventure Time takes its world building very seriously. I don't know. That show's always been weird to me, regular show. I guess the point of regular show is that it is weird. I think that's why. Because like when I watch shows, this is why I don't watch much shows. I always get annoyed by how weird a show can get, or like if shit just doesn't make sense. And that kind of like annoys me sometimes, because I'll watch something and I'll just be like, are they not going to mention this? Is this just like a one-off thing? Like sometimes there's some shows I don't really like add much, or whatever, blah blah blah, right? I don't like when crazy weird shit happens and it's not really explained, right? So it's weird that I like regular show, because that's like all it is. But I think the reason why regular show works is that that's the whole joke of regular show. It's like, we know how ridiculous it is. But I guess like with other shows, they take it much more seriously, but regular show, they don't take it as seriously, if that makes sense. Like, it does crazy shit, but it's like, that's not the point, you know what I mean? Like, if I can think of an episode. Hmm. And I watched a lot of regular show, but I can't say I remember everything. Can I nail this one more time, please? No. Ow. Okay, I think a good episode was the one with Margaret's sweater, where like Mordecai has to drive, or well, he doesn't have to drive, but he's just being a a simp. But that episode of him where he has to give Margaret's sweater back, and he goes on that long ass drive with Rigby, and all of a sudden their sweater comes alive and blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, it's weird, but it's like the show knows it is, but it knows that like that's not the point. Like the sweater coming alive and attacking Mordecai isn't like some crazy thing that's gonna like throw you off. It's like that's not the point. Like the sweater coming alive, like you're not supposed to focus too much on that. You're supposed to focus on what Mordecai's feeling right now, which is just like trying to let go of his feelings of Margaret. I guess that's what makes regular show work. It's that like none of the crazy shit that happens like matters too much. Like this isn't some like freaking Dragon Ball One Punch Man world where like they're always like there's always evil. You gotta save the world, blah blah blah. Magic power shit go, right? It's not like that. I didn't mean to restart, by the way. I'm trying to escape. Okay, of course. I gotta like fly through these time trials so they don't. Guess I'll do dry. Whatever. Sure. Nice and 30. I don't do the cut though. The cut kind of sucks. Have you watched regular show, by the way? This is gonna make no sense if you haven't seen regular show. I just realized that. I hope you've seen like the 2010 shows, you know, like Gumball, regular show, Adventure Time. So, I mean, Steven Universe. Steven Universe is always like a really interesting one for me because I think it actually has like a really good story. But I can't say I'm too into it because the way it does stories feels so weird. It's so dramatic, but also happy, and it's like, what's the tone of the show? I don't get it. Oops, don't. Okay. Yeah, I can't do that cut. Okay, I did that. Yeah, for regular show, I think like the whole point of like the crazy shit that happens, even though I'm not even into like crazy shit happening in shows. I guess regular show kind of gets a pass because that's not the point, you know what I mean? Like the powers they get, it's like it's cool and all, but it doesn't really matter. What matters is like the character development. You watch Adventure Time, okay, that's pretty good. Is for the characters, it like everything that happens, every weird thing that happens in a regular show, you're not supposed to take it seriously, and the show knows that because it's not about like the crazy thing that happens, right? Those are just like cool little extra details for later. Wow, I actually nailed it that time. Because like what the show is actually about is just like, you know, Rigby trying to mature and be a better person, Mordecai not being a fucking simp. Also, man, he was like, you had to get him a lot more serious and stuff like that. You know, he's always like a jokester in the show, I guess, but like when he got in a relationship, he realized, damn, I gotta take shit seriously. It's like, it's all these things. That's like what actually matters. So like when you see some crazy shit, it's like you don't take it as seriously because you know like it's not gonna have like any crazy effect. But it kind of works with the regular show though, because like now whatever like crazy interdimensional being that gets like introduced for like a specific episode, that's just like part of the show now too. It works in such a weird way. That show is just so weird, but it works. And I really want to make a video just talking about it because it's such a weird show, but it works. And I think another reason why, this is why like a lot of people like Smiling Friends and stuff like that. Like the dialogue is like really realistic. Like no character is over exaggerated or anything like that. They all act like normal people, and I think that's what makes the show balance really well. Because in other shows, mostly anime, I guess, like the characters would be very exaggerated in an exaggerated world. Like there's like two exaggerations hitting your face, and it's just like, all right, can we calm down first? Okay, there's too much shit going on, and no one's making sense, right? But like regular show and like Smiling Friends and Family Guy used to do it kind of, although that show was supposed to be more realistic. They kind of knew when to like keep things simple and stuff like that, so that you know the show doesn't go like off the wall. I think for like fiction, you need to have some realism to it. Because a lot of people see like, oh, you can do anything. I'll just make anything happen. It's like, yeah, I guess, but it's like the whole thing about fiction, I guess, is that you can isn't full like the fact of like doing whatever you want. You can do that, I guess, but it's also just like learning how to exaggerate stories a little bit so like people can feel the impact. Because like that's what animation does that like most other art can't. Like for realism or any live action show, it can be really hard to like exaggerate feelings. Like imagine like BoJack Horseman, you know what I mean? That was a really good show. Like it knew how to like exaggerate the feelings a bit, so you can like feel, like properly feel what a character's going through. And that's like you can't. That's not something you can really do for a show based on that's like in real life, I guess. I think that's what makes regular show work really well. It's like it was kind of like the first one to do it. There's also Smiling Friends too, but that show is ended. If you watch Smiling Friends, that show is very interesting. Trying to figure out what's the proper like way to go through this. It's even like a spoiler to say, by the way. If you have watched Smiling Friends, you probably know that the show is like over now. It got through 3 seasons. Oh, I'm carding it. Hell yeah, dude. And you guys watch Smiling Friends? That show's freaking gone. And a lot of people are very sad about it. I'm actually kind of surprised so many people were sad about it. I mean, I'm pretty sad about it. I like Smiling Friends. It was a pretty fun show. Although, I feel like in my opinion, if you've seen it, you obviously know what I'm talking about, but if you haven't, then I'm probably gonna sound dumb, but I feel like the latter half of season 3 was kind of like mid. It was okay. That's all I could say to it. But I could definitely tell, because I know in the announcement from Zach and what was his name? Michael Cusack? I don't know. They did mention that they were like just burnt out on making the show, and like at the end of season 3, I could kind of tell because they started like repeating some stuff I seen them do in season 1. Like, it wasn't like ridiculously obvious where like people are like constantly pointing it out, but it's like it was enough where I'm like I feel like I've seen that before. You know what I mean? But I can definitely tell why they stopped with Smiling Friends, you know. Although when people said like Smiling Friends was over. I was like, yeah, I know. Because I know, I think it was Zach mentioned saying that it was only going to run for like 4 or 5 seasons. I don't know what other course I can like do a proper cut on. Oops, I did not mean to do that. I don't know how much more I need to play until I finally get a thing. I guess I could do Moo Moo Meadows. Sure, I guess. Where's that fat face looking me? Jeez. But yeah, them ending it at season 3, I'm not really too surprised. Because like I feel like at the rate they were going, they were making like episodes pretty fast. Like it's kind of respectable how fast they were just making it, and they were like all pretty good too. Like that Mr. Frog episode was a masterpiece. But other than that, I think everything else is just pretty good. I don't see why they wouldn't just stop. I mean, I know a lot of people are sad about it, but like, if you had to make something for that long, it's definitely gonna take its toll on you. But it's definitely not like over. I know they mentioned in the thing that like, if you ever feel confident enough to like make another season, like they have some good ideas they want to do, they're gonna go back to it. Right now they're just done. That's fair, I guess, you know. I have no idea which cut is faster. Is doing this faster? I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. 5 seconds. That is not good. Yeah, when they like announced that the show was over, it was cool seeing like all the people just like make art and stuff to commemorate it. Kind of made me realize that like, damn, these guys actually made like a freaking cultural impact. It wasn't anything like crazy, but it was just like it was enough, you know, that people were pretty sad about the show ending. I can like totally see why. It just feels weird because like I only really know it. I just see it as like, you know, 2 animation YouTubers making a show and it's doing pretty well. But like when it ended, I'm like, damn, people are actually really sad that it ended. I guess I'll just go through this. Go through this, whatever. I actually would have made a video on smiling friends. I was thinking about it, but obviously that feels weird to do now because the show's ending. And like the whole thing about it, my thing with smiling friends was, wait, did I not do this course? I swear I did this course. Did I not? Unless I'm just messed up. I probably did the mushroom gorge cut. Fucked it up somewhere. Okay, can I do this right? I might just not do it. I can't do it. I timed that so badly. Holy shit, that was terrible. I'll say that I'll do Toad's Factory, I guess. Can you even we can even cut in Toad's Factory? I'm just playing as much courses as I can. I'll do Sherbert Land because whatever. Yeah. I've just been thinking a lot about that show, as well as like Iron Lung. You guys watch Iron Lung? That was a movie. It wasn't like the greatest movie, but it was really good. I was like genuinely surprised when I watched it, because like I'm so used to YouTuber movies like feeling off, you know what I mean? Like can't really take it seriously because it's just like, oh my god, it's Markiplier, wow. But Iron Lung really was just like, it felt like an actual movie. I really gotta like respect Mark for that. It actually made something like that, and how big of an impact it's had. Odd. Where can I use a mushroom here? Where could I use a mushroom? There's not really like a place I can save it. I guess I can use it here. Yeah, just think about stuff like that. Thinking about like, even in like the gaming side of things, like Stardew Valley and Undertale will be made by one person. Makes you want to like make stuff. I just can't do it right now, which sucks. I mean, I have YouTube and I'm making videos, so that's pretty cool, but if I wanted to make something like them, I definitely want to like do something, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of YouTubers or just people that do art, whatever, gets so stuck on one thing and they get burnt out, and it's just like, why am I doing any of it? And they kind of like lose the reason why they do things. But I'm always like, I just want to keep making as much stuff as I can, man. I want to keep making until I die. It just sucks to have like uni and stuff to do, but that's whatever, I guess. I guess I'm making something in uni. I'm doing IT, but that's not really like something I chose. That's something my parents told me to do. I wanted to do game design, but my parents were like, yeah, that's not gonna make any money. You should probably do this instead. And I was just like, fine. Because like, I can't really just say no to that. Because that's not, I don't want to be too personal, but it would really not like that. Or just the fact that I'm doing YouTube. They don't even know this either. I really need to like make money on this for this to actually work, which I'm not really doing. I made like a decent amount. I got like my pay once in January, and it was like not too bad. But in terms of this being like an actual job, it's not gonna work. But it's whatever. I got time. I can like kind of focus on it, so it doesn't really matter too much. I really hope. How many like courses you have to be? I know you have to be like 16. How much have I done? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, I need to do like another one just so I can get the I did 16 tracks, and I think that gets me something. I think it does. I'm not too sure. Wow, that guy's really slow. We're gonna even use a mushroom here. I I'm like, maybe think of one spot I could use it. Wow, that thing almost hit me. Okay, well, I need to cut through here. I do want to play like actual games, but I'm kind of just like streaming like normally for now, just playing whatever. Guess I'll use the mushroom there. Once I kind of like figure out the UI and have everything looking smooth, maybe we'll watch some other streamers and how they do it. Then I'll start moving on to actual games. Because I feel like for me, like if you're like... Ooh. Fucked up there. I just saw him right on me. What the fuck's in my chat? Can I use it? Can I just like cut through right here? Does this work? Can I just... Oh shit, that actually kind of worked. Oh shit. Okay. Let me restart. Don't just message me on Twitch. Cheap viewers, streamboo.com. I am not freaking... What does that mean? What? I can get views? I don't really care about views right now, I can't lie. I'll keep that in mind, I guess. Thank you, Sentient. Comment yes if you're not a bot. Alright, they might be a bot. What was I saying before? I had something on my mind and then I forgot it. I guess if anyone's watching me through YouTube, I'm also streaming through Twitch, but I haven't really got it working for the Twitch chat to show up. I'll get it working in a bit. I don't know how I'm going to do it though. Doing both. Freaking dual building is going to look really weird. But I think I got it. Check my stream though, it actually seems like pretty smooth. One like worry I had was that when they told me I could, when they told me, when I was on YouTube and I was watching someone and they told me about it, they were saying like you need good internet for it, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm gonna let you guys know Australia is not known for good internet. Our internet sucks. But it doesn't seem too bad, so I guess that's fine. Was I saying something else? I forgot. My mind was so off. I do want to play other games. Like, I know I told my friend I'd play Dispatch later, which is kind of like old news now. Just because I was curious, because he said it's a really good game, and if I'm being honest, I remember watching it. I was watching Corey X Kenshin play, and I didn't even get through chapter 1, because I was just like, where's Corey doing, bro? What's this guy doing? Falling in love with the first fucking character of the game. What a simp. Ow. Yeah, that one. I also really want to play some Subnautica. I might do that like a while later though. Because I know there's mods for Subnautica, and I'm not like too afraid of the game anymore. But playing with a mod would like make it scary again, and that would be pretty cool. They always forget, oh yeah, you can just mod games. I mean, I guess most games don't really have mods to it because it's hard when the game's like super complicated. But I do know there's Subnautica mods, and I'm like, oh, what is this? I look at it and I'm like, that is a big ass fish. That's all I think of when I see it. Like, I saw one mod where it was just like Subnautica, but you can spawn in a random ass place. I want to see someone use that mod, but I also don't want to get spoiled on like what it could do. I want to like go in completely blind. Okay, I think I'm finally gonna get a person, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Might work. As we can go back and play an actual game. Okay, I thought it was gonna show me for a second. I thought I was gonna play a cutscene. Go back to bikes only again, although it's kind of with it. Flame runner, blah blah blah. Did that. That's 2-star, which is not good. I don't really like 2-star. kind of want to keep going for the Rezar. Jeez, I'm fucking sweating. Yay. Yeah, okay. Maybe the first few games I play, I might like... I'll do something too popular, because I do want to get used to like... playing games again. The only time I really did that was for the, okay. Where are they? I'm just gonna restart. I'm not dealing with that right now. But yeah. So the first few games I would play was, I mean, I was playing the Mario series. That's kind of just like a thing I can fall back on, me playing every Mario game. If I have like nothing else to play or do or whatever, I'll just fucking play Mario. I feel bad that I'm not continuing it, but also like there wasn't really much people watching me for it anyways. I mean, the last Mario video actually did pretty well, so I can't say that most people cared. I mean, most of the videos I make, no one really like sticks by anyways. Just like a couple of people. That's kind of just how it is. Do I hear better? I don't know. Alright, this is definitely not the way. And apparently going through there just kills you. Don't worry, we're learning. Grand Prix. Do this again. How much more days is it gonna be? Because that 2-minute video was in March. March. I think making a video on the day would be kind of nice, I guess. I could yap about so much things, although I don't know if that's gonna be too interesting though. I know the video isn't gonna do amazing, but I think it'd be cool to just get some like insight on my general feelings about that video and how it's doing and blah blah blah. This water goes far, fucking hell. Alright. That you might call me crazy, but I swear that green shell adjusted itself so it could hit me. That rewind the footage, I'm pretty sure it adjusted itself so it could hit me. Alright, cool, good thing they all suck. That's not my first time chat, it was a fucking bot on Twitch. I don't really use Twitch too much, but I thought, whatever, if I'm streaming, I might as well freaking do it. This is not good. I didn't mean to do that, I meant to stay on the platform. Now I'm just driving in water. That's not good, because I'm gonna get off-road freaking abducted. Yeah, just yapping about that. I'll put some like gameplay in the background. It's gonna be one of those like unscripted videos where I'll just yap about it. I don't like doing those videos because I feel like when I talk, I like mumble sometimes. Whatever I say, I might not get it. Like I might not get my point clearly across, and I'm worried about doing videos where I don't have a script. It's also like I see myself playing Mario Kart. I sound fine. I don't think it's too bad. I could be better sometimes, but it's not like anything too crazy. Yeah. I didn't mean to throw that, but okay. Alright. We're just going through this sound, forgetting what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's in that video, because I do want to mention like how that video is doing. For anyone that's curious. I don't think people are curious. It's weird how being like viral works. Like you need to be like consistently viral for a few days until people actually stick with you. It's so weird how like social media works like that. You can blow up for a video, and then the next thing like no one else cares. Cause like you gotta like, you can get people, but you really gotta like give them a reason to stick around. You know what I mean? And like I don't see it as like too discouraging when people don't stick around, because I know the video I make, it's kind of like a reminder for me, right? Like, cause I know the video I made is good enough for like a lot of people to watch it, right? So whatever else I make with the same amount of time and effort, I know it's gonna be just as good as that video. It might not pull the same amount of views, but like I look at it as if like if someone likes my content, they're like, oh man, I want to see what else this guy's made. Sees all these other videos that I put the same amount of effort in. Like that person's gonna stick with me because they know I can make pretty good videos. That's all I kind of want to do. Although streaming would be pretty. I just jumped over. How the fuck did I jump over that? I could not stop that. Toad, don't do it. Don't do it, Toad. I thought I hit someone, damn it. I can get over my message on freaking Twitch. Cheap viewers. What do you mean cheap viewers? I can buy viewers for cheap. And they'll just stay in my they'll just chill in my stream. Alright. I guess that's kinda cool. I think I've heard of Stream Boot before though. I think I have used it. I don't know for this. Definitely not for this. This course is always weird. Can I make this? Alright, cool, I can make it. Because that's human video. I made that in high school. And it took like a whole 6 weeks to do. And I wouldn't say I was like the best researcher. I think I like figured out some pretty cool stuff. Like I definitely went like pretty far into it. But it wasn't like as in-depth as like I don't know, Turkey Tom's video on ToonMad. I guess I did really like reveal some things and give my own personal anecdotes about everything that happened. That whole life of ToonMad was just really interesting. I'm so surprised he's dead. It's been 2 years now. Really weird. Ooh, cow dodge. Let's go. Gotta fucking lap someone. I almost did, actually. Almost did. Maybe if I hit them. Okay, no, it didn't work. Almost did. That would've been pretty cool. But yeah, ToonMad. He's an interesting guy. Might make a video on him again. Just a yap piece, because I've noticed, like, I actually do. I'm like normally a really quiet person in real life. I don't like talking to people. Well, I don't like it, but I prefer not to do it. Because usually most people I talk to don't really like share the same interests and whatever. Come on, man. Let me exist. Like I know, like generally with most people I talk to, I don't really match them personality-wise. I mean, like I don't like. I'm not saying that isn't like a bad thing, or whatever. Like I'm not. We're all human. Blah blah blah. I can relate to you in some way, but in terms of like the goals you have and who you are as a person, I feel like I'm very different from most people. I hate saying that though, because that comes off very like stupid. I don't know. What do you call that branch of people who think they're smart but they're not? Well, I mean, there's some people that are smart or are lazy. I've met like a lot of people that are like, they seem like they know a lot, but it's just like there's always something holding them back, and it's usually just like laziness. I get that. I think I was like that at some point, but I think during high school when I had to like lock in for like final studies, I realized, alright, I hate studying, but this actually kind of taught me how to like work effectively, you know? That's the only good thing I really learned about school, was just studying effectively, because that helps a lot. Even if the things you learn in school aren't too useful, I think just learning how to like cram a lot of work, or like learning how to like organize yourself and trying to like remember things, taking how to like properly take notes that help you remember stuff and all that. Like that's like, those are like pretty good skills to have, and I noticed like a lot of people don't have those skills. Like, I feel like in this world, there's like a lot of people who aren't like gifted, but like are able to do like just well enough. Wow, because they have 2 shells there. And there's some people that like have so many great ideas, but it's just like they don't have the work ethic for it. And I can totally understand, because if you're someone that kind of like properly analyzes things, and like you feel like you see things better than most people can, and you're like able to properly dissect how like things work in art, it can be very like daunting to like make your own art piece, because you know how much people are gonna like look at it, and so you overthink it, and then you end up not making anything. Whereas other people who don't really think that much, they can just make whatever, and as long as it's like passable, it's fine. You know what I mean? I don't know how unique I'll be to this part, but I don't know. I guess that's my take on art. Whatever. Actually, no, that wasn't even that. That was just like social stuff. How is that 2 stars? Come on, I didn't do that bad. 8 fast tap. I beat 16. Thank you. Okay, so I do have to beat like a course and then get the thing. Yes, yes, the spear. I love the spear. My favorite weapon. Weapons. You guys seen Weapons? That's a movie. I don't watch a lot of movies. I don't watch a lot of things, if I'm being honest. I kind of hate that. I don't know how someone can suck at watching shows and movies. If there's a person that can suck at it, it's me. Because I'm like terrible at going through movies. I don't know why. It's just... I don't want to do it. I'll do Wario's Gold Mine. Sure, fuck it. Whatever. I don't care. I don't know, because I feel like just binging a show is just... I feel so lazy after I do it. I might have ADHD. But I can't... it just feels weird for me to sit down for so long. And just watch something. That just feels weird to me. Although movies, it's easier, which might sound weird, because movies are, you know, a lot longer than like a TV show episode. At least like TV show episodes, at least for like movies, it's like, it's one long freaking, well yeah, movie, and then you're done, you know what I mean? But like for TV shows, it's like, there's episode 1, there's episode 2, there's seasons, there's gonna be special episodes, blah blah blah. It's like, damn, I really gotta like take my time to like watch this, you know what I mean? You need to be consistent with it. Like, I'm good at like being consistent with like, I don't know, studying or whatever. I can do that just fine. But shows, it feels weird. Because I'm like, I don't have to focus like I'm studying, but I also have to focus, if that makes sense. My friends put me on Attack on Titan, and I can't say I'm too interested, but I'm sure when I get to the later seasons, I'm going to be very interested. Because I know that show's pretty well rated. Holy fuck, that show is dramatic though. Also do want to watch like The Wire, or maybe like a K-drama. But I don't know. I don't know if I can last that, man. Those are like 1-hour episodes, which is like worse than like a movie, because there's a bunch of episodes and they're all like mini movies. What the fuck am I supposed to watch all that? Although for Invincible, you guys watch Invincible, and please someone has. That show's pretty good. I really enjoyed watching that. I can like speed through episodes if it's Invincible. Just because I generally like that show. Although after season 3, like the whole like fandom of Invincible really like, I don't know, something happened to it, man. It's not right anymore. I haven't used a single mushroom. What am I doing? Don't know where to use these. Where do I use these? Know what I mean? It sucks because like season 3 was really good. Like Invincible season 3 was amazing. But wow, the community just fucking exploded there. Now everyone's a fan of Invincible. And I don't know how to feel about it. That's the thing I'm worried about, because whenever like anything turns good, a whole bunch of like obnoxious people come over and make you not want to like get into it. That's how it is for like Breaking Bad and stuff like that. It's like great show, but holy fuck. The viewers are so obnoxious, and like I like the show. I do kind of hope they're not as serious anymore, because like there's this whole like drama with Ozymandias, I don't know how to fucking pronounce it. Whatever, Game of Thrones made an episode. It was highly rated. The Breaking Bad fans were like, no, it can't have a 10 out of 10. Only we can have a 10 out of 10. And so they review bombed. And then Game of Thrones fans were like, alright, fuck you. And then they review bombed Ozymandias. And now that episode, which used to be a 10 out of 10, it's now like a 9.5. It's not even like a top rated episode anymore. Which is funny because like 9.5 is like really high. But it's for like Breaking Bad. How am I? Come on. How's that little edge fucking me up? That's not. It doesn't even make sense. It's just a little. It's just a little piece. It's just a little blue. Like Breaking Bad. All right. It's not a 10 out of 10 anymore. It's a 9.5 out of 10. And now like Breaking Bad fans, not all of them obviously, just the ones that fucking care about ratings. Ratings is like a whole other topic too. Like just like understanding how that works. Why do we rate things as human beings? That's another like video I really want to make, but I can't make it because I know like I want to do tons of research. Like when I have an idea for a video, I don't want to like half-ass it. You know what I mean? I want to properly understand something so I don't fuck up my explanation of what everything means. Yeah, the strat here is to do this. I think. Probably not. But yeah, I feel like every time something gets good, there's always a bunch of obnoxious people that like want to watch it. Like that's why like I don't feel like watching highly rated shows. Because at the end of the day, if you're not interested, then it doesn't really matter, right? Like imagine like a highly rated album was like a breakcore album, right? I don't listen to breakcore, right? But if it was a breakcore album, like I'm not listening to it. It can be amazing, yeah, but I'm not really a fan of that. You know what I mean? But I feel like a lot of people force themselves to watch something, even if they don't like it. If something says, hey, this is a really good show, you should watch it. People are just gonna watch it, you know? Even if they don't like it. Just because they want to say, oh, I've seen this show, I know what this is, I'm intellectual. And people just forget that you should like watch whatever you want to watch, that you just enjoy. And I'm not like saying you shouldn't like watch anything that challenges your viewpoint on some things, but I feel like if you're just watching if your whole catalog of shows is just the highest rated shows ever, like that's not gonna like that like doesn't tell me you have taste, you know? It doesn't really tell me that you know what you like watching and you watch it, right? You just watch shit that everyone else watches. That's not really that interesting, right? Like imagine like someone being like, oh yeah, I watch shows, and it's just Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, Sopranos, Game of Thrones, Attack on Titan, The Wire. It's like, do you genuinely like these shows, or are you just watching it because like they're highly rated? You know what I mean? It's like it's not like you can't watch them just because they're highly rated. It's just like, are you actually interested in those shows? I guess, if that makes sense. It's like how people rate stuff like nowadays. Like a lot of people rate things. And they just like, it just feels like they're just like putting on like what the most popular shows, movies, music, or whatever is, and just slapping that in their list. So people can respect them for having good taste. And it's not even like their actual taste. Like there's some albums I like, I fuck with, but not really. But I feel like there's a lot of stuff that people listen to that's just like you don't actually like that. You're just putting that on there just so you look smart. Like come on, be real. Alright, I got a fast tap ghost. That's pretty good. That's another video I really want to make. It's just like why we as human beings rate things. Why are we so inclined to rate something? You know? I feel like I have like sort of an understanding of it. It ties into like this whole like ideology. I don't know the right word for it. Something that like we humans think of that I kind of see in a lot of things we do, but I think it's just because like as people, we like to organize things, because like that's what our brain likes to do. We need to organize stuff. Is that a good place to do the cut? I don't know. I don't know. I probably should have like looked up how to do these cuts better, but whatever. I think the better cut is actually just like the one on the right here, I think. I'm not too sure. But is it like, does that really say much now? I feel like it doesn't. I feel like it wouldn't. But yeah, as people, we like to rate things. You could be like, we just like organization, you know what I mean? You like having things organized, right? And so ratings is like, it feels like a good way to like categorize film and media. Wow, I did that turn really badly. We are restarting. But that's why I like things like IMDb, Letterboxd. That's why we care so much about ratings, because it's always gonna be like, it's how we all interpret like what we consider as good and bad, like out like with 5-star rating or like 1 out of 10 to 10 out of 10, right? Like that's all something like we agree is a good thing. And what I mean by that is like, if someone says a show is good, that doesn't really mean much, you know what I mean? But if you see like a good show and it's rated highly, that means a lot more to you, because you know a lot of people like it. So like we as people just like having our things highly rated, because it's a non-verbal way of telling someone, hey, you should watch this, you know what I mean? Which sucks, because obviously there's gonna be people that watch it just because it's highly rated and not because they're like genuinely interested in the topic. Which there's nothing wrong with, but like I said, like it's always like, there's a reason why genres exist, you know what I mean? Like I said, with like, if I listen to a breakcore album, it can be a great album, but I'm genuinely not interested in it. What's the point? But also, there's another part of us. The thing with like art and media and stuff like that. I think there's a quote about music being like, trying to explain someone music is trying to like teach someone architecture through dance, and it's like you can't do that. You know what I mean? A lot of people forget that you can't actually like rate art. There's no way to put a rating on it because it's human creativity. The only like ratings we give it is like arbitrary. It's like time, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like time isn't like a thing that exists. We made it up as a thing. We all agree that it is a thing, but it's not like physical property of the universe, right? That time is a thing. We kind of just made it into a thing to grasp how, or infinity, I guess. And that's kind of how art is. It's not something that like actually like you can actually rate. It's always going to be just up to your interpretation of like what you perceive it to be. And a lot of people don't really understand that. So when they see like a highly rated show, they immediately think it's gonna be really good, which it can be. It can be really good. There's some like stuff out there that's like really well rated, even though like it's not really that interesting. I'm not gonna say anything because I'm not ready to drop some random as peak or whatever. I'm not doing that right now. I don't know how to do the cut for this. This is what sucks. I don't know how to do the cut. How do you cut through this? I'll learn it in real time. Don't worry. But yeah, I really want to make a video. I don't know whether to be like, why do we rate things? I think that'd be an interesting video, but I also want to make another video that's just like, what makes good art, you know? And for me, I always thought like good art has to play on both things, because our brains and our mind, right? They're two like different things, right? Our brain wants like organization and whatnot, but the mind wants like creativity and like, you know, what's something that's interesting that we can like see and blah blah blah. That wasn't too good, but whatever. Are they gonna do a cut there? No, I just want to round like person. Boring. Yeah, because our brain wants like stuff to be organized and whatnot. But if you live like a life that's completely organized, you don't need to think too much. You just do this every single day, blah blah blah. That's why a lot of people hate doing like their jobs, right? Because jobs are just like you do this every day for years until you die. And that's like obviously not that interesting, you know what I mean? So while our brains crave something that's like locked in for us, that we don't need to like think about too much, like nice, easily organized things, the mind like within us, the thing that's kind of us, I guess, like craves more than just like doing the same thing every day. It wants to do like more things. That's why we have things like vacations and stuff like that. It's like, because if your mind is just constantly doing the same thing, you're not going to be fulfilled in life if you don't have something else to what do you call it? I don't know. What I'm saying basically is just like you can't have like everything organized, but you also can't have everything that's like chaotic. You know what I mean? Like you can't live a life with no rules, right? You need some rules, but also bending some rules will also be very interesting. I feel like in everything, that's kind of what you need to do. Like in comedy, there's the setup and there's the punchline, right? The setup is plays in the organization part of our brains where it's like, okay, we know what's gonna happen here. But obviously our mind wants more, right? It wants something new or a little refreshing. Something to challenge them, I guess. And that's the point of a punchline. Because the punchline is literally made to divert your expectations. And so I think with good art, it needs to have a mix of both. Because you can make something that's like designed to be really good. You know, you can like copy the story structure, create a protagonist, do a hero's journey, blah blah blah. You can follow that, and you can do it really well. But it's not gonna make it like good art, because art is supposed to like defy expectations. It's supposed to have something that makes it different. Because if you're continuously making the same thing, people are gonna get bored of it. You know what I mean? You always gotta like kind of change up what you do. That's why I think that like some people who make the same content, even if the content isn't bad, a lot of people will defend them being like, oh, they're not doing anything wrong though. But it's like they are, because they're not challenging the viewer to do anything. It's just the same thing every single time. And I guess like going back to like ratings and good art and whatever, what makes something like inherently good is what it doesn't do what everything else does. It's weird. Art is like, you kind of have to like give off that vibe that you're not like the other arts, which sounds really dumb, but it's probably the best like advice I could give to like anyone that wants to do art. It's just like, just do what no one else is doing and do it really well. Because if you can do it really well and you're the only one that can do it, then like who else are people gonna go to for that art? You know what I mean? I think that's a freaking line from MF Doom. There's an interview of like him talking about his rapping, which is really interesting. But I remember he also mentioned that too. It's just like you kind of have to look inside yourself and figure out what you do that's inherently unique, what everyone else does. And when you understand that, you can like really do good at what you do in art, because you know no one else can do it. And that's kind of like what you need to do, I feel like, as an artist, because a lot of art nowadays doesn't have anything to it. Like it's not bad, but the thing is that it doesn't challenge you, and that's like the issue with most art nowadays. Like no one wants to be challenged. And so while that does suck, it does kind of make it better, kind of, because if you make something that's off the wall crazy but it works, people will genuinely be like more leaning into that, and that's what makes like something really good. But what was the other thing I was gonna say? You also can't measure it, and that's why that's why I really want to make a video just talking about ratings, like why do we rate things, you know what I mean? Because you can't rate art, but rating art feels right, I guess. Like there's so much art out there that you can't just like, you can't not like give it a rating or something like that, so you know which one is worth your time. Can I double trick there? No, I can't. I forgot the original point I was trying to make. Good thing I'm putting the title and I'm just yapping, so this doesn't just feel out of nowhere. We good? Alright, we're good. Can I hear myself through my Twitch stream? Hold on, let me check. Oh wait, I have to actually talk. I don't mean to retry. Okay, now I can hear myself. Yeah, we're not doing that right now. What was I talking about before? It was TV shows, art, blah blah blah. Let's get this. It's all that done. Guess I'll do Daisy Circuit. Sure. It was something. I forgot what the main point of what I was trying to say was. It was art, rating stuff. I didn't do the thing. Alright. Let's go. Hello, Daisy. Goodbye, Daisy. Alright, the TV show rating episodes of Breaking Bad. Oh, man. Because it's not like, you can't really rate an episode to be a good episode. Because that's always going to be up to, like, you to decide. Like, obviously you can make something really good and super unique and whatnot, but you can't, like, rate feelings, you know what I mean? That's just something that's just, like, completely up to us to interpret. You know, something can be really meaningful to someone else, and, like, it doesn't necessarily have to, like, do anything crazy. It can just have one thing that connects to them as a person. And so that's why I find ratings kind of dumb, but also necessary. I have such a weird mix on, like, how to feel about it, because, I mean, ratings, like I said, they complement the brain part of us that likes organization. So when we see, like, a show, and, like, you see the rating, and it's all, like, nice and colorful and green, whatever, nice and organized, blah blah blah. Like, that's just, like, inherently in us, we just like seeing that. But it's also like, you know, a rating can't just tell you how good an episode is. It can do a really good job at, like, getting the, like, what everyone else thought about it, but it's just like, whatever it means to you is kind of just, like, up for you to decide. And the only way you can do that is if you watch the show. So, like, people wonder, I wonder, why do people care so much about, like, you know, oh, why isn't this freaking show the best show? Or why isn't this album the best album of all time? Why does it have to be that album? And it's like, it can be whatever. You know, it's hard to, like, kind of judge how good something is. I already said that before, but I've always found very interesting about Breaking Bad. I think the good thing about Breaking Bad, and it losing its 10 out of 10 rating, is finally it can other shows can finally have, like, its own 10 out of 10 rating. It won't get bombed by Breaking Bad. Because what the fuck does Breaking Bad have now? Ozymandias is 9.5. It's not even, like, highly rated. All the Breaking Bad episodes are, like, ridiculously highly rated. So much so that even, like, a 9.5 isn't considered highly rated. That's crazy. And, like, I totally understand, that show's amazing. Like, ow, makes you really not want to say that. Because, community. This is what I hate sometimes about online spaces, the community. Sometimes when you make good art, you should also go and look at other arts. Don't get stuck on, like, the same thing. But, like, fandoms and stuff like that, they basically just encourage you to stay doing the same thing. It's like, I never really fuck with that. That's like, you're limiting yourself as a person. Not watching, like, something else. Or enjoying another art form. Or whatever, right? And, like, it makes this weird thing where now a lot of people are making, like, cause, like, I know, like, if you're in a fandom, right, there's always, like, fun content to be made, blah blah blah, right? But, like, when you're in those communities, like, they always turn into, like, a pile of, like, weird satire, dumb shit that, like, people can't take it seriously anymore because of how dumb the fandom is. And it's just, like, the main reason is because, like, when the show's over, or, like, when there's, like, when they're working on the new season and it's, like, it's on pause for a bit, it's like the fandom just has nothing to do but just make, or, like, force content to be made. And that's kind of how Slop is made, kind of. Because, look, you can make, like, a really good show, and the fandom will, like, go off of that, and so you'll get really cool artworks and stuff like that, because it's all, like, based on what made the show so good. But when, like, a show, and, like, I'm mainly talking about the Invincible fandom, because I've seen how awful it became when Season 3 was done, right? Because Season 3 was amazing, people loved it. But when you're, like, going on that hype train, and now the hype train's over, now people are just making stuff for the sake of, like, wanting to talk about Invincible, and it's like, I love the show, I'll talk about it any day, but I'm not, like, spending every single day just thinking, when's Season 4 coming out? What's gonna happen? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, you really need to, like, learn how to, like, take a step back from a show and do something else. And I don't necessarily mean you have to, like, give up on a show. I just mean, like, you don't need to force content to be made. Because when you start forcing stuff to be made, then shit just kind of just goes off. It's not fun anymore. And I feel like that's why the Invincible fandom went so just bad. It's just because I didn't mean to retry. I keep pressing retry. Change course. We're gone. We're not doing this right now. Hold on. I just realized on Twitch I can add tags. Let me slap some tags in here. What can I slap on here? Even though you can put tags on this. Why don't I put tags on this? Mario Kart. Whatever. I hope I get my point across. I feel like I'm yapping so much and like... I feel like I'm yapping and saying nothing at the same time. I just want to say, like, whenever you have to, like, force yourself to make something, it's gonna come out as slop and it's not gonna be good. And so when a show is really good, but when the show is, like, on pause for a bit and the fandom has nothing to latch onto, it's gonna just start forcing itself to make content. It's not gonna be as fun. Like that whole freaking "Are you sure" meme from Invincible. Yeah, it was kind of funny, I guess. I mean, now people are, like, dragging it on because, like, if the show is not making any content, then the fandom is just gonna rely on itself. It's only gonna take so long until the fandom just becomes, like, just a joke within itself. And that's what that's literally what's happening right now. It's so weird, because I was here for, like, the first episode of Invincible. I was watching at the start, right? And, like, since then, no one really cared about the show. People liked the show. Some people watched it. But, like, in general, like, not everyone was, like, super into it. Season 2 wasn't too great, I guess. Although, Moist Critical seemed to really enjoy it. Made a whole freaking video about Season 2 being a must-watch. That guy has very boring taste. I like the guy, but he's not, like, not too. I don't know. He goes under that thing I said before of, like, making the same thing and not really changing too much. Although I can't blame him. He's like, he also does a lot of things too, so it's not like he does absolutely nothing. But yeah, Season 2 was also pretty good, kinda. I do love Invincible, but there's some shit that it does and I'm just, like, really confused about. Then Season 3 came out, which was, like, probably the best one. And then fucking the whole media came out of nowhere. It's like, who are these people? Who the fuck? Why is everyone just coming out of nowhere, just being like, oh my god, I love Invincible. Well, who the fuck are you? And then everything just happened like that. So I'm always worried when a show does good. Like, I do want well-made shows, but I just know people who don't really, like, have their own, like, interests will just, like, watch whatever show is, like, highly rated, right? Even if they're, like, even if it's, like, not their thing, they'll just watch it, just feel like they're part of that group, and then they'll just start, and the whole fandom thing comes in. It's just, like, I don't know. It's hard for a show to be good without having an obnoxious fandom. It sucks that you kind of just have to accept that. Like, that's kind of just how it is. You can't really do much about it. Any show that gets, like, well rated in today's age, it's just not gonna, like, it's not gonna it's not gonna be good. Although that's not entirely true. I guess some other shows. This is more like in IRL shows than animated shows. I really love Atlanta. And I know a lot of people do. But you don't see it like... That's really bad. You don't see, like, its fandom, I guess, being as crazy as other, like, things. Except for, like, the really highly rated shows. Most, like, fandoms of, like, you know, real life shows are usually kind of, like, chill. I think the reason why is because, like, for animated shows, you can, like, you can do so much. You can make so much fan art. You can do fan cannons. You can do so many things. Because, like, you can animate it. I can draw. I can draw Invincible. I suck at drawing, but I can probably draw him. I don't even need to be good at drawing to do that. I can just trace it. Yeah, I wouldn't do that though. But for IRL shows, it's a lot harder because you can't just like make up your own canon. Or draw fan art because they're real people. And like overall, it just has like it's more realistic and it's like kind of hard to like not take seriously. Because it's real life. It's fucking. It's the shit we live in. But for fiction, it's like you can like put it under the guise that oh, it's just fiction. It doesn't matter. Even if it does matter. The weird thing with fiction, a lot of people will be like, some like serious fiction out there, and I want to take it seriously, but like just because like it's fiction, when people would just generally not take it seriously. That's the kind of thing that sucks about it, about like animated shows. But I also can see why people don't take them too seriously, because again, the fandoms, this shit that you see online, Arcane fandom, you've seen the Arcane fandom? Oh my god, it's awful. It's a good show, but it's awful, and it's just like, I don't know. I hate fandoms. That's all you really need to learn from me. I just like how they unserious some things. And these are just animated shows too. I want to get into more of that stuff, but it's hard because most of the shit you see is shit made by the fans. It doesn't help that some can animate better than the fucking show itself. This isn't even the last level, this is the last lap. Fuck. There's no one like watching me anyways, I guess I can yap about this. I always wanted to make like a show, or whatever, and blah blah blah. And I'm always worried, because I want to like tackle like serious topics. Because I always have a lot I want to say on my mind about us as people. But it's hard to do that, because I know there's going to be that. And I shouldn't focus on it, obviously. I should just focus on my own art. I shouldn't worry about what other people do. It's just like, I worry that like, if I make something serious, there's always going to be that group of people that don't take it seriously at all. And what's worse is that they are the fans of the show that won't take it seriously. They're the people that will like, if I finish a show, they'll still be dragging it on with some like overused meme or joke. You know what I mean? Like you don't see like Atlanta with that kind of thing, right? People love the show, but they respect it that it ended. And are cool with moving on from it. But not in a way where like they forget about the show. They still love the show, but they're fine with like consuming other media. And sometimes occasionally talking about the show whenever it's brought up. Whereas for other shows, especially like fandoms, you know, where like, for some people it takes up their entire fucking life. They'll always bring it back to their show. They'll always bring it back. You know, because some people are so stuck on like doing this one thing. And like I said, like with brains in the mind, you gotta move on. You gotta find something new to challenge your viewpoint. You know what I mean? And some people like sometimes just like to stick to something because they're just used to it. Which is totally fair, but it's just gonna shoot you in the foot, man. Like it's not gonna like help you in the long run. I don't know what point I'm trying to get across. There's no one here, but whatever. I'm yapping, so we're good. I'm getting all my yap energy out. This is what I was talking about before. I was talking about how fucking I talk a lot. I don't do that in real life. Generally, I don't like talking to people. And that's not because I hate people, but it's because like, I know my views are very different from other people. I am taking a loop back to what I was talking before. Into something. Can I cut through here? Kind of. I guess that works. I know what I want to do is very different from what most people do. You know, a lot of people don't want to challenge themselves. I'm not gonna lie, listening to Death Grips, like properly listening to them, really like that was a really challenging thing for me. But I'm so glad I did it, because now I feel like I understand music a lot more than just like, you know, a nice beat, whatever. Like you kind of like understand, wow, there's like layers to this. What you like. What you don't like. And a lot of people, I guess mainstream people, I can't say I keep up with anything mainstream, but a lot of those people don't really have things that are too interesting. And some people that mean beauty, they're very like normal people, I guess. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't mind it, obviously. finding someone that's like similar to you can be very hard. Although you can, I guess some people that like to make art are kind of nerdy, which is nothing wrong with, but you obviously know. Like, okay, because like the art community in general is probably fine, but the art community on Twitter is like god awful. And it's like, you know, I told the thing that I said before, people are fucking stupid. But yeah, it's just cause like, and we stick to things, we don't move on, some people are stubborn. Okay, how do I do this? How do I do this? I just keep turning. Wow, that was awful. I probably didn't make my point too clear. I don't know, man. Keep fucking hitting retry. I don't want to try, man. I don't want to hit it. I don't want to hit. We're changing course. Well, my voice. I should bring water. I don't know why I didn't bring water. Yeah, I need water to yap more. Alright. Anyways, going back to uni, because that's what I was originally talking about. I don't know, I don't really like hate people or anything like that. I don't like, it's just, I guess it's just hard to find someone that matches you. It's like, obviously you shouldn't like find someone that's exactly like you, because obviously brain, blah blah blah. You're gonna get bored of it eventually. You need to like, they need to have their own like unique personality. Although as people, we kind of are like that. But, I don't know. If you're like the kind of person, like, okay, because as humans, we're all naturally like very complicated, you know what I mean? I feel like if you're like someone that like, I don't know, like that likes listening to Ed Sheeran, then I don't see how I could be close friends with someone like that. Just because if your art taste is just whatever is like thriller, like that's not gonna mean much. You didn't really find your niche, you know what I mean? I guess it's a hard thing to find, like people that kind of know themselves already. A lot of people just do what's mainstream, or follow whatever is popular, blah blah blah. Like a lot of people don't know what they actually like. I'm not saying you can't like what's popular, but it's just like, imagine like rap. If we're talking about rap and we're talking about Drake, right? And like you imagine someone that only listens to Drake. Like that's not gonna, that can be like fucking anyone in the world, you know what I mean? Like that doesn't really like narrow anything down. It doesn't really make you interesting if the only person you listen to is Drake. If you listen to like a wide range of artists, and that's like, okay, cool, you listen to like what's interesting. Maybe my best way of just explaining it is like, okay, let's say if you listen to Drake, you listen to Playboy Cardi, you listen to fucking, I don't know, whoever's like popular right now, right? If you just listen to those things, that tells me nothing about you. That just tells me you like listening to whatever's popular, right? At least if you listen to Cardi and you listen to other people that like make beats like him, like, I don't know, Lil Uzi, I guess, who makes beats like Cardi, I don't know. I can't say I'm too into the trap rap thing. But at least if you listen to like, if you have your own niche, that to me makes you much more interesting than like someone that just listens to whatever's popular. You can't really gauge what kind of person they are, except for someone that just follows what's popular, you know what I mean? I feel like it's a lot of people nowadays. Not everyone, obviously. I don't want to say everyone does this. That sounds fucking awful. Of course, everyone's trying to find themselves, but there's a lot, like, when you talk to, like, people in uni, like, I know, like, more popular people, the popular kids in high school, they're always the most boring people. They just do whatever's popular, and that's what makes them popular. It's not because they're, like, inherently too interesting as a person. It's just because, like, they're very, like, it's like, how do I say it? A lot of people are fine with them, and that's what makes them, like, popular, you know what I mean? They just follow whatever's popular now, and that's it, you know? Because, like, if someone, like, were to take the time to, like, understand who they are as a person and find out what interests them and what they want to do, they're not going to be as popular as, like, whoever is, like, fine with whatever, you know what I mean? Because that person who's trying to understand themselves, and when they know who they are and know their niche and interest, that, like, immediately makes them, like, not acceptable by everyone, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know, it's really hard to explain. I'm just glad there's no one watching, so I fucking don't sound stupid. I don't know, people are weird. It's hard to describe it, because now I just sound full of myself, and I don't want to sound like that. Obviously, as human beings, we're all very complicated. But there's a lot of people that don't know. Or, I guess the people that see things as not that deep are the kind of people I dislike. The people that won't, like, look too into something, because as humans, we are naturally very complex. We need time and understanding so people can understand who we are. But this notion, mainly in the mainstream, of, like, content is just, like, you should look at it once and then move on immediately. Like, I just don't like that thought process. But that's, like, a lot of people's thought process. Not everyone's, obviously, but there's a reason why the mainstream loves it. It makes it so easy to just move on from artist to artist. Because they don't inherently matter to people. They're just there because it's popular, because it's a trend, you know what I mean? And so if you're just meeting people who just follow trends, like, you're not going to have any interesting conversations, because there's nothing to explore. Like, if someone was, like, into trains, that would make them more interesting than everyone else, because trains is like, that's not a trendy thing to be interested in. That's something you're genuinely interested in. And that makes me interested, because it's like, well, why are you into this? I want to know that. Like, if you're just interested in one thing, it makes you so much more interesting than someone that's just following trends, because you obviously know they're not actually interested, they're just doing it because everyone else is doing it. I don't know what I'm yapping about. This is how people are. I'm playing Mario Kart. Trick though. That's pretty cool. I guess it's just tie back in. I just don't like talking to people in real life. And it's not because I hate anyone. It's just because most popular people just aren't that interesting. But it's like, I can't say I hate them, because they're not doing anything wrong. They're kind of just normal people. That's why I only like talking to you about this. Because, like, imagine if I just went up to someone and started talking about why we rate things. Or just, like, any video I've made. If I just went up to someone and started talking about that to someone, that's gonna look weird. You know what I mean? Because one, that's not trendy. And two, most people don't like looking into things that much. And so I've always kind of just shut myself off. Not because I have nothing to say, but because I know the things I want to say is just, like, not made with the intent of, like, everyone having to hear it. You know what I mean? Like, only a certain amount of people know who 2Met is, and only a certain amount of people would actually take the time to, like, understand what I'm saying. But I feel like with YouTube and streaming, I can just kind of just say what I want, because most people kind of fit into that niche already. Because if you're on here on YouTube or just watching me, you probably already know about the 2Met thing, and I hope you found that interesting. So I kind of know already that, like, okay, cool, you're interested in hearing what I want to say. And so I'm just fine with just, like, letting whatever out. Because I have so many things. Because that's the whole point of YouTube, right? It's just, like, encouraging people to go on with their interests, right? The whole point of YouTube was, you know, broadcast yourself. The whole early age was just, like, animations, people playing music, blah, blah, blah. It was just expressing yourself, right? And I guess what makes YouTube is still just so interesting to me, because I can do that. I don't need to hold back really too much on anything. Although maybe some things, if I don't like what I'm saying right now probably doesn't make too much sense. But it's just one of those things where it's just like you can just do that. I don't know where to use these mushrooms. Where am I supposed to use these fucking mushrooms? Here? I don't know. Where do I use this? Oh, I flew in the air. Okay, that's another one done. So that's pretty good. Awesome. I think I've done almost everything. I'm not too sure. That's all of that. Holy fuck, I did like everything. Oh, these two. Okay, I should probably do these two. Okay. Alright, I'll get to it. Last two, while I find something else to yap about. Uni's very interesting. Although I guess some people call it college. Maybe I don't have to do this fucking... Well, obviously I'm not gonna... I've been thinking about joining clubs though. I know there's a game dev club, which sounds pretty cool that I want to do. Oh my god, Jesus. Alright, let me wait a second. Okay, I think now I do it. I'll just do a cut through here. Alright, I need a little more speed than that. Okay. Yeah. Like here. Okay, now that's way too high. Wow, I thought this was like a really easy cut. How am I fucking this up? Can I just do like right here? Did that save any time? I hope that did. Otherwise that was just a waste of time. I guess like with art and stuff like that, a lot of people aren't too into art and making stuff. I guess not like the normal everyday man thing, I guess, you know what I mean? So finding people like that is like very hard. So when I like talk to people, like, I don't hate anyone, but I just know in general like most people wouldn't be too interested in like, I don't know, making videos or shows or whatever. So I generally keep that to myself, which I don't mind too much, but it also kind of sucks because if people ask me like what I do in my free time, it's like, do I tell this person that I do YouTube? Is that gonna be awkward? Are they gonna find me weird for that? Or do I just say, oh, I just play the piano? I do that. I'm not too good at it, but I'm decent at it. But in general, I don't really mention YouTube to anyone because most people don't really care. So I just try to say it for the people that do care, because I know some people do care, obviously. It's just like they're just not the normal kind of person that you meet every day. You kind of have to find that kind of person. Although some people are kind of like I met someone at uni who makes music. They're pretty cool to meet. They're very popular, and I was kind of surprised that like, damn, this guy actually makes music and stuff like that. He has his own channel. And he freaking gets a decent amount of views, and I'm like, damn, that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. I don't think he's told anyone about that though. Or maybe he has, I'm not too sure. Okay, there you go. That should be really good. Okay. But yeah, I just understand that like most people's interests aren't the same as mine. And some people, even if they're really nice, just might not be too interested in it. Because like, with how mainstream is, it's like, it's just, here it is, let's move on. And it's like, I can't, if you bring up something I'm interested in, I'm not gonna just move on from it if you bring it up. So I just know in general, I don't. There's a lot of nice people I met at uni. But I know in general, I'm probably not gonna like, keep them close. That's kind of mean. I don't mean as in like, I'm not gonna like, I'm gonna ignore them, but I don't think I'm gonna bring them as a close friend. I don't have a lot of close friends, but I have enough where I'm like, I'm pretty happy about it. There's a lot more than before, but I'm cool with that. Where I use this mushroom, by the way. I know there's a cut you can do on this factory, but I have no idea how to do it. I really should have looked up how to do it, instead of just hoping that I can do it. That's definitely not it. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna do this race. Yeah. Do the race. I'll do another Grand Prix, just so we can like lock it in that we did this. And then I think we should be good. We'll have a lot more shit unlocked. It should be pretty nice. And we're almost 100% Mario Kart. That'd be pretty cool. I will be streaming tomorrow. Might change up the UI though. It's kind of hard. I have so many things to focus on. Well, not really, but I feel weird saying that because I know it's not actually a lot of things. It's just uni, my own personal life, which is YouTube, and then whatever interests I have, like I said before, playing the piano, blah blah blah. Oh, that was terrible. And drawing too, kind of. I want to get good at drawing. I want to get like decently good, and I know I could probably get good at it. It just takes a lot of time, and like I don't have that time. I need to stop looking at my freaking stream screen. My stream screen. There's so many things I want to do, and I just can't really. I can't do everything, and I should probably really focus on YouTube as my thing. How'd that hit me? Seriously? I want to focus on YouTube. I want to focus on so many other things, but I know I can't do them right now, which sucks so much because I got uni to do. And it's not. I can't just stop doing uni. Okay, don't wheelie there, I guess. Like I've been practicing more in art, and I've gotten like decently good at it. Maybe not good at it. I shouldn't say I'm good at it because I feel like people are gonna hear that and be like, "Oh, so can you like sketch someone?" No, I mean I can try, but it's not gonna look amazing. I just think I'm getting the body proportions sort of right. I think drawing people. What the fuck? How do you do this turn? I'm going decently good at it, but I should really focus more on YouTube. I don't want to, because I feel like I haven't made it. Even though I want to believe I made it, I haven't made it. I'm still only like relatively famous. A sea of content, and I still need. Although I have a pretty good start, it's not anything serious yet. It's very close. It's a lot closer than I've ever gone before, but it's not. I'm not there yet, and maybe I should. If I really want to practice it, I should probably keep that hobbies aside for now. I didn't mean a mushroom. I'm surprised I hit that pad. Because again, just for me, like personally as a person, I feel bad saying this because I know like none of this is happening right now. It's like I probably just sound like some stupid dreamer. That's just saying stuff that might not actually happen, but I want to like get good at drawing. I want to get good at coding. I want to make so many things, but it's just like life. It's just like life. It's stuff I have to do. In the real world, I guess, where I can't just do that. I can't just like let that happen. And so I just want to try following in the footsteps of other people. Because Markiplier, he can kind of do whatever the fuck he wants, you know what I mean? He has the money, he has the thing. I can't go there. Go. And so even though I really want to do other things, I should really just follow the Markiplier route and just be like, alright, do YouTube, get pretty good at it, make enough so that you can just, you know, live off of it. And then once you can do that, then like you can do whatever else you want, you know what I mean? And that's like already pretty big to assume that I can do any of that. I hope I can do it. I hope I can. I think if I tried really hard I could. I think that's kind of where I'm sitting as a person. I really want to do a lot of things, but I know right now where I am at life, I can't do it just yet. So what I need to do is just wait. I fucking hate waiting. I don't want to wait. You ever waited before? It's not fun. Do this one, I don't give a fuck, sure. Last one and we're done. I'm done with the yapping for today. I actually do have another uni lecture. Oh, a lecture. That's a tickle. That's the thing. But it's like super late. I didn't want it to be super late, but it got... That's as close as I could get to it. Although I'm on the wait list to move it up. So it's not super late. Yes, I killed someone with that. Jesus. Alright, that was scary. I didn't even throw that banana down. Alright, don't hit me. Thank you. Oh, you don't. Oh. Yoshi, get out of here, alright? Before I do you like I did you before. Ah, shit, I didn't even throw that. Get out of here. You can just pass it on to me. Out of here. Bananas. Oh my god. Alright, I think it knocked out everyone behind me. Nice throw, Mario. Oh, cool. I also want to stream Minecraft too, but I'm holding that back for later. Just because, again, that wouldn't be too interesting, and I feel like if I did make that into a proper series, people are gonna have to catch up on a lot. Like, if I start getting popular as a streamer, and I just do, like, alright, here's Minecraft part 78. Everyone's gonna look at that and be like, what the fuck, 78? When did this shit start? And they have to look all the way back. That's not good. That's not good. Let's go. Hello, Yoshi. That's so weird. I'm just staring at Yoshi's ass. Yeah. Got a banana. I didn't mean to throw that. No. Ah, shit. No. Okay, I'm surprised it didn't hit me. We'll just go the left. Not really running out things to gather out. Oh, my voice hurts. I think my streaming schedule is gonna be like late Tuesday, fucking hell. Late Tuesday, this time on Wednesday, and then Thursday. Friday, I just can't, and same with Monday, I can't. Actually, on Monday, I should probably could on Monday. Did I? Yeah, I could, actually. I don't know, I'll see how it goes. I probably do, yeah, just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. No Friday, though. Friday's a busy day for me. I can't do it. I wish I didn't make my most busiest day Friday, but that's just how it is. Oh my god, I thought that was the end. Come on, why do you turn now? Oh, no way. Eh. Oh, I didn't mean to put the banana down. No. Ow. Alright, green shell. We kind of useless though. I'm gonna hit anyone. Yeah, I'll hit anyone. Whatever. I win. Next race. Alright. Maybe I don't want to do it off this stream. I have a video that's like... I actually think it's like almost done. Like I'm like right near the end of it. It's not too long. It's gonna be like a 15-minute video. Nothing too crazy. Just gonna be like a nice little short and sweet video. It's not gonna be as serious as my dialect video. That video was like, I'm looking at that video from now and I'm like, wow, I like made that video so dramatic. Maybe not that dramatic. The intro is like kind of crazy, but it was a very interesting video. Had its own little parts to it. I don't know whether or not to do like parts thing I should put in my videos. I mean, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. It makes separating things really easy, but I also hear from other people just like if you're like good enough at like your script writing or whatever, you can just have it like naturally flow from one topic to another. And like I obviously want to get good at it. But I also like having things in chapters, and I think doing that in videos is kind of like a nice thing to do, because like if you have a long video, I think it's just like a good idea to just split it up. Just so like if anyone watching is like, they want to stop but they don't want to like break the flow, I can just introduce this section and be like, alright, this section is done, now I'm gonna start this section, and then whoever's watching can be like, alright, cool, I can just stop here. I'll probably do that for more longer videos. That's not good. Jesus. No. Alright, cool, we're good. We're A-okay. I couldn't make a Discord server. That kind of keeps people in, but I don't know. Again, the whole thing I mentioned about fandoms and stuff like that, I don't want to have like my own fandom. I'm fine with having fans, obviously. But having a fandom, well, having a Discord of just a bunch of people who are just there just because they watch my videos is really weird. Just one thing, I don't use Discord, and two, I don't know, I just don't, this was weird. I like the idea of just like, someone's on Discord because of my server. I guess that's just the reason someone's on Discord. I don't even use Discord because I'm too busy doing something else. So I don't see why someone else should just be on Discord because I'm just here. Like, I could make a Discord server. I could do that, but this is gonna feel weird because I don't use Discord like that. Like whatever, I'm in a few Discord servers, but like I'm also practically not in them because I don't say anything. I'm like, I don't know. I just don't like talking to people online. Is like talking to people in real life, but worse because if they're not interested, then no one, like it's totally optional to say like to reply. You know what I mean? But in real life, you kind of have to reply. It feels weird talking to random online people when they know that like replying is like completely optional. How did I freaking snipe baby? Remember when there was an ultra shortcut here? Still is, but I can't do it. What the fuck? No one hit me off, please. Dude, Mario. Fuck, did he just get hit by his own banana? Alright, cool. This is a scary course because of that, obviously. Mario. I would have hit you off if I could. There's Yoshi. Look at him. He's like on the edge. Just teasing. Really want to hit you off. Okay, you didn't. I'm saving this because I feel like it's gonna be another freaking blue shell. This game just wants to give me blue shells. I think this course is like already weird enough where like even if a red shell comes in, I should be fine just not getting hit by it. Am I gonna get lightning strikes? I don't know. We good? We good? Are we good? Nothing gonna come hit me. Alright, this is a pretty normal race. That's it. Alright, we did it. A pretty anticlimactic ending. I thought I was gonna get another blue shell after the first two, but no. Next. Yep. 3 stars. That's good. Oh yeah, right. I have to unlock everything. Play the chime shroud. Oh, okay, I got Toadette. Okay. Anything else? Alright. Oh, the sprinter. Alright. Not gonna use that ever. And that's it, yeah. Thank you for everyone that's still sticking around. I will be streaming tomorrow, hopefully. It won't be as long. I might start it a little bit earlier, but yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the day. Thank you for everyone that's still here, and yeah. See you tomorrow, I guess.